Hi everyone. Today I'm so excited. I'm going on the Wild Africa Trek with my friends Sue and Lee. Come along if you'd like to see what happens in the rest of our day at Animal Kingdom on Walt Disney World Adults Only. Welcome, Your Royal Highnesses. I'm Carol, and you're watching Walt Disney World Adults Only. Today, our day is starting at Animal Kingdom on the Wild Africa Trek. We'll spend some time in Animal Kingdom after that. It's supposed to be a hot one, so it might be a pool day. And then we have dinner at Boma tonight. So it's going to be a very Africa-inspired day today.
That's unusual to see, isn't it? For the humans
to hang out by the giraffe, it is a little unusual, pardon me. But they all tolerate each other. People ask us all the time, do they like each other? My answer is they tolerate.
In the wildebeest are just like
Honking is a great way to put it.
Oh, he's caught up with the truck again.
He's like, don't let you go. Yeah, see, that's the ice cream truck. So that's like, they just know.
I'm surprised he's not
So how many, Rachel, how many safari trucks do you actually have?
44, but only 40 can fit on the reserve at a time.
We just finished Wild Africa Trek. It was a wonderful experience. We all crossed the rope bridge safely. The food, they call it a snack, but it really is a small meal if you try some of everything. Now, I don't eat beef, so when you do this tour, they send you an email ahead of time asking if there's something that you don't like or don't eat. And my container was labeled with my name and no beef on it. So they're very cognizant about food allergies. So if you've ever wanted to do this and the food is holding you back, don't, because they definitely will accommodate you. We saw lots of animals. We didn't see the hippos up close doing anything moving wise, which I've seen in previous tours. But out on the Boma, as we sat on the Boma overlooking the Savanna, we did see a lot of animals, and we got some cute interactions with the male elephants playing as well. So this was my third trip, so of course I'm comparing it to previous trips, but for Lee and Sue, it's their first trip. So I'm going to see how they feel about it. So Lee, what did you think?
Well, I'm a tough audience because I've actually been on safari in Tanzania. So, but it brought back great memories and all kinds of stories that I remembered from my trip. And the guides were wonderful, very knowledgeable, and yeah, patience, and you get to see giraffes sloping around and chasing their food, and flamingos and elands, and so it was a great experience.
Would you do it again?
More than likely, because as Carol, I'm sure, has said many times, every time you do it, you see something different.
And Sue, what do you think?
Yes, I have a fear of heights, so getting strapped into all that equipment and walking across that bridge was a little daunting at first, but don't have any fear. It's just kind of one of those things, try it, do it, and I felt so completely safe doing it because they really, really check for safety when you're walking, and I really appreciate that, so thanks.
And Sue was the first of our group to volunteer to go across the bridge, so I don't know how scared of heights she really is.
Thank you, Carol.
We've just eaten at Boma, and it was delicious as usual. I had 3 out of the 4 soups, and you guys are going to have to help me. I had the seafood gumbo, the butternut squash, and the corn chicken chowder. They were really good. The ribs were phenomenal. There were a couple of salads that were very interesting. And of course the desserts were fabulous, the zebra domes. I loved it. I had a very nice Sauvignon Blanc that the cast member recommended that was very, very nice. And our cast member was very kind and friendly, so he just made it a really enjoyable, at least for me. Lee?
Well, I go for the ribs too every time. And the zebra domes are just, I forgot how good they were. I mean, I forgot how good they were. So everything was good, and it's hard because there's so much to taste.
Sue?
Hi, this is my second time at Bomo's, and what I really like about the food is even if it's something like sweet potatoes or beans or tabbouleh, it's just a different way they prepare it by different seasonings and flavorings, and they just take ordinary vegetables and they just taste wonderful. And the desserts, I really enjoyed the banana pudding. I thought it was bread pudding. It was very good. So, good meal all around.
And we've had an interesting day. We started out doing the Wild Africa Trek. That was phenomenal. Highly recommend it. The rope bridge, you can do it. It's Disney magic, so you're very well tethered and safe in there. We did Flight of Passage. We did Navi River. Lee left us to go watch some football. Sue and I did It's Tough to Be a Bug, then came back and swam, sort of watched football a little bit. Then we relaxed a little and went to Boma. So it wasn't a really eventful day, although the Wild Africa Trek takes 3 hours.
But 3 hours that pass very quickly.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and the food there was phenomenal. What I've noticed though on this trip, I was here 2 months ago at Thanksgiving doing the, if you've seen my vlog of stealing adult only moments when you haven't come adult only, watch that if you're interested. But this is a very short time between trips for me. Usually it's, a year, 9 months or something. And I find that I'm not as frantic to do every ride because I just did them. So those of you who come locally probably do this a little different than those of us who have to travel great distances and don't come as often. If you've enjoyed this vlog, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so and hit the bell so you know when notifications land. We really appreciate your support. And if you're not a member of our adult-only Facebook group, please join us there. We have adult-centered discussions about everything Disney, and you're not ashamed to be an adult who loves Disney. And last but not least, never grow up.